So, this climate change thing, you ask? What is it? Climate change basically originates from the greenhouse effect. Think of it like this. This is the Earth. On the outside of the Earth is the atmosphere. You can think of it like a bubble. Compared to the size of the Earth, it is minuscule. So the sun lets off light particles. Let's say for now that each of these arrows is a photon, or a package of light. They pass through the atmosphere's gases easily. Then they hit the Earth, and behold, a particle of infrared. Infrared radiation, commonly known as heat, cannot pass back through the layers of gas easily. It hits a particle of, say, CO2, or carbon dioxide. It bounces back and heads to the surface, where it is again reflected, thus producing a heat-trapping cycle. Eventually, the infrared will pass through the atmosphere and be released into space. However, the more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the longer this takes and the more heat is trapped in the atmosphere. So what gases have this effect? Here are a few. These drawings represent the molecules of greenhouse gases that contribute to global warming. This is CO2, or carbon dioxide. This next molecule is CH4, or methane. This one is N2O, or nitrous oxide. This is ozone, or O3. But most surprisingly, is water, or H2O. Yep, that's right. Water vapor can actually act as a greenhouse gas, which creates this unfortunate cycle. More heat leads to more water vapor. More water vapor leads to more of the greenhouse effect, which leads to more heat, which leads to more water vapor, and everything just turns into a giant snowball. So how are these gases released? The most common greenhouse gases, CO2 and H2O, are released in combustion reactions, commonly known as burning. For example, if you take one molecule of C3H8, or propane, as seen here, and combine it with 5 molecules of O2, or oxygen, also shown here. Then you ignite them with a spark. They will combust, and they will turn into 3 molecules of carbon dioxide and 4 molecules of water. Because this reaction is exothermic, it releases energy. This energy is used to power turbines, which generate electricity to power lamps, fans, and stoves. In fact, The CO2 and H2RO aren't used for anything at all. They are called byproducts. The products, or results, that were not the reason for the reaction. The reason for this reaction was to release energy, but a side effect, for example, was the CO2 and the H2O. However, there are ways of producing the same product, or electricity, as a combustion reaction without the byproducts. These alternative methods produce what is known as alternative energy.